Today on Rappler. Oil prices in the Philippines roll back for the second time in 2015. France makes history as millions march in Paris and other cities against terrorism. And searchers retrieve the black box of the ill-fated AirAsia flight.
Hello and welcome. I'm Maria Ressa. This is Rappler's Wrap for the Day, a list of the most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. Millions marched against terrorism Sunday in some of the largest protests in France's history. The Interior Minister says nearly 4 million people took to the streets across the country, with 1.6 million in Paris alone. Hundreds of thousands turned out in other French cities, as well as in Berlin, Brussels, Istanbul, and Madrid, aside from cities in the US and Canada. In a historic display of unity, French President François Hollande joined the crowds, linking arms with world leaders, including Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. The crowd chanted, "Charlie, Charlie," in honor of the 12 cartoonists and journalists slaughtered at satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo on January 7th. But the threats are far from over. The offices of a Belgian newspaper that republished cartoons from Charlie Hebdo were evacuated Sunday after an anonymous bomb threat. A man resembling the gunman who took hostages at a Jewish supermarket in Paris Friday claimed to be a member of ISIS, or the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, in a posthumous online video. The man says he coordinated with the two who attacked Charlie Hebdo. He died when police launched an assault on the supermarket, where 4 hostages were killed. Indonesian divers retrieved the black box flight recorders of AirAsia QZ8501. The plane crashed in the Java Sea December 28 with 162 people on board. Indonesia's Transport Ministry says the recorders were stuck under debris from the main body of the plane. Indonesia's meteorological agency says stormy weather may have caused the plane to crash as it flew from the Indonesian city of Surabaya to Singapore. Definitive information can be retrieved from the black box, which would show the pilot's final words and flight data. 4 days before Pope Francis visits the Philippines, authorities say security measures are in place. Thousands from the Philippine National Police and the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority on Monday hold simulation exercises to prepare for the Pope's arrival Thursday. The police tell the public no one will be allowed to camp out in key areas through the Pope's 5-day stay. Aviation officials also prohibit drones to fly over activity areas. The Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines also declares places within 3 nautical mile radius of the Pope as no-fly zones. Before the Pope flies to the Philippines, he will preside over a religious service in Sri Lanka Wednesday. 5 oil companies cut pump prices the second time this year, effective Monday. Petron Corporation, Pilipinas Shell, Phoenix Petroleum, PTT Filipinas, and Sea Oil's gasoline prices will go down by 1 peso 70 centavo, or about 0.38 cents per liter. Kerosene by 1 peso 60 centavo, or by 3 cents, and diesel by 1 peso 50 centavos, or less than 3 cents, or a little more than 3 cents. The price cuts reflect falling petroleum prices in the world market. Global prices of oil dropped to almost 50% since June last year because of excessive supply, a weak global economy, and a strong US dollar. Tennis champ Roger Federer captured his 1,000th victory in style Sunday when he beat Canadian Milos Raonic in 3 tough sets to win the Brisbane International. Federer's glittering career now includes 83 singles titles, including 17 Grand Slams since his first victory over Frenchman Guillaume Raoult in Toulouse in 1998. He's 3rd on the all-time list for matches won, behind Jimmy Connors and Ivan Lendl. For those on desktop, click on the links on your screen now. You can also click on the tabs below to go to a story directly in the video. And for those on smartphones and tablets, the links can be found below the video. Rappler has a user engagement model which puts a mood meter on every story, giving you 8 emotions to choose from. If we look at the mood navigator at the middle of the front page today, the story that's gotten the most number of votes is this one, Philippine Stars, featured in Pope Francis painting. Wow, 15% angry and 74% annoyed. That purple bringing out the mood of the day. Today, most people are annoyed. That is the wrap for today, Monday, January 12, 2015. Visit Rappler.com for the latest news here and around the world. Check out our other shows, Tech Wrap and Talk Thursday. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Maria Ressa. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today.